Welcome back. Raheem Augustine Joseph, Kira De Freitas, and Abby Pulte were the highest achievers in their various fields at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. During their graduation, they spoke candidly about what the two-year journey was like and their advice to those about to embark on that very same journey.
Should you? Shouldn't you? How will you deal with the workload? Will you even be able to have a social life? These are normal questions for students contemplating the transition from secondary school to the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. And these are some of the very same questions that three top performers grappled with before and during their time at the college. Ahead of their graduation ceremony on Sunday, they reflected on the journey and offered advice to young people. Abby Pulte said she had misgivings about attending the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College and really questioned whether it would be the right move for her.
Before enrolling, I had received more negative than positive feedback from the school, and so I was a bit hesitant to enroll because I did not want it to be a waste of my time. But having enrolled and completed my 2 years there, I can definitely say that it was not a waste of my time, and I'm happy that I came to the college.
Pulte chose to study pure mathematics, applied mathematics, and economics, and she performed at a high level over the 2 years and emerged as one of the college's top performers. Kira De Freitas capped off an amazing 5-year study at the Schwazelle Secondary School in 2017 as the island's top student and 5th on the 2017 CSEC Regional Merit List. She says her journey studying biology, chemistry, and economics at Sir Arthur Lewis Community College was challenging but worth it.
I won't downplay this experience as a simple walk in the park, because the past 2 years have been very challenging. It required a lot of work. The workload was a lot more intense than what we were used to in secondary school. So it required a lot more late nights and early mornings. Work was only a fraction of the experience. It was really an exciting experience. You come here and you meet so many new people. You get to work with different personalities, whether in class or in the school groups. And so you get to make so many friends and build lasting friendships, maybe even lifelong friendships. And you make a lot of precious memories along the way.
Raheem Augustine was another top achiever at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College and in the end was named a valedictorian. He had this advice for students.
Most importantly, stay focused. You have something in mind that you want to reach, and of course there will be obstacles along, but you need to keep that goal in mind. You need to stay the course because time is your greatest ally. Additionally, you must be able to not only dare to dream but be able to deliver, because a lot of times we have these grand dreams to say, but it's are we able to put in the work that is there for that dream to be realized. And again, I think once you are passionate about something, it will be able to drive you.
The three top achievers say their stories are still being written and they are optimistic about what the future holds.
The government of St. Lucia is continuing its efforts to ensure the smooth and safe transition of services from the Victoria Hospital to the Owen King EU Hospital. Fennell Neptune tells us more in this report.
The Board of Directors of the Millennium Heights Medical Complex recently engaged the advisory and technical services of consultants Nariana Health to assist with the transition from the Victoria Hospital to the Owen King EU Hospital. Transitioning Director of the Owen King EU Hospital, Dr. Lisa Charles, says she is very pleased with the consultancy as it will pinpoint the critical faults at the Owen King EU Hospital.
It's an assessment visit, so it will within a month I hope to have a full status report on exactly what the state of all the components of the plant and facility are, and then from there we can generate a work plan to allow us to begin the recommissioning of various systems for the opening in 2020.
Executive Director of the Victoria Hospital, Nancy Francis, says the consultancy is important as it will provide an assessment of the status now and the best way forward.
The consultancy, at the end of the process, we will know what is required, the time frame, the clinical assessment that will be done will provide for us some of the clinical issues that needs to be addressed, and we'll also look at the technical aspects such as our waste management system, our cooling system, and how we are ready for us to fully move to the hospital so we can administer effective and quality health care to the nation.
Deputy Head of the Performance Management and Delivery Unit, Sharon Gardner-Hippolyte, says the government remains committed to provide St. Lucians with quality healthcare and therefore wants to ensure the Owen King AU Hospital is opened at the soonest.
We need to provide more affordable and efficient healthcare system for our citizens. The transition to Owen King Hospital has now reached a critical point. The majority of the faulty equipment has been fixed or will be replaced shortly. In view of this positive progress, the Office of the Prime Minister and the Prime Minister has set a deadline for us to move in by the first quarter of 2020.
The assessment report will be used as a guide to finalize the scope of services and the time frame for the completion of the transition from the Victoria Hospital to the Owen King AU Hospital. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fenel Neptune.
Maritime consultant Cuthbert Didier says poor maintenance and failure to enforce protective legislation could spell disaster for the nation's beaches. He says public beaches especially are at risk as people come and go freely with no knowledge of the feature's capacity. Didier says that this, along with the various instances of misuse, highlights St. Lucia's need for a coastal management plan.
The overcrowding on the beaches, the overuse of the resources. SMMA is a marine management area, and that's not being respected by the Dayboat charters. We have to put in a coastal management plan for the west coast of this country to remain a competitive tourism destination, and we need to do this for ourselves. We need to manage the resource, and hopefully when persons come, the tourists, whether cruise ship or staying in boutique hotels or all-inclusive, they will see the efforts and they will respect and adhere and also enjoy the product we have.
Didier says as a tourism destination, St. Lucia must remain competitive, and to do so, measures must be put in place to conserve features that add to its appeal.
So we also need to address carrying capacity on our beaches. St. Lucians are quick to say the beaches are ours, but how we treat the beaches, we need to treat the beaches as parks, and we need to respect that. If we go to the beach and we go with our family, the garbage, the dumping of bottles, the changing of car oils on the beach, that cannot go on. We need to stop this, and we need to manage that resource.
Didier urges the general public to do their part to maintain beaches island-wide. This is the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Sports and weather are all coming up next.